We have here a pre-release from HAIBOXING. This is the 18872. Hello, I'm Ramon, and welcome back to All Skill RC. Like I said, here we have the 18872 from HAIBOXING. It is a pre-release. They sent me an email and they asked me if I would give them some feedback, so here we go. I first want to say that it is a good-looking little 1/18 scale. It looks a lot like a baby Arma Vortex. It appears to be the baby brother or sister to the HAIBOXING 112 2997A, which is a brushless version, is a bigger car, 112 scale. It's very nice as well. So this appears to be a baby version of that, and I think they nailed it with the looks. Look incredible. It has lights on the light bar and on the front. As you can tell from me bouncing on it, it does not have oil-filled shocks, but at the same time, it's not an expensive RC car. And you can always take and drill some oil-filled shocks on it if you want. You can get some Grom shocks or something else and drill them on here if you wanted to. But these are not oil-filled shocks, they're just springs. But with that, I want to say a lot of people try to run these small little 1/18 scale cars on gravel. So on gravel, honestly, it's the size of these tires with the size of those rocks. I don't really think they're made for that. I think this is more a smooth surface car. It looks like they struggle in grass. They're just not big enough. These are meant for a smooth surface, semi-smooth dirt, the street, parking lot, whatever. These are perfect. And for that, I don't think you really need on something this small wheel-filled shocks, but you can always draw them in. The price point for these 1/18 scale cars from HAIBOXING is only $79, $80, something like that. And a lot of times they discount them. Probably won't get a discount at first, it's brand new. So it's a fairly inexpensive car. I mean, for something similar to this, it would be like a brushed Arma Grom, and for a brushed Arma Grom, you would pay about $149, $150. Is it twice the car as this? Nah, I don't think so. I mean, like, this is the car you buy for your kid or your grandkid, and they would be ecstatic with this. When I was growing up, RC cars that I had access to were Tycos and whatever Radio Shack had. I don't know if you guys remember those days, but those cars were not so good. This is a all-wheel drive car. It is really smooth. I don't think it has a center diff. Well, I know it doesn't have a center diff. It doesn't have a center diff, but it comes with a brushed 380 motor, and we'll take the body off in a second. Comes with a brushed 380 motor. Your drive cups are plastic. The only thing I don't like is that where you use a screw type to hold your wheels on versus a nut. I wish it had full steel axles, but for this setup, using it the way you're supposed to, this thing will last you forever. They do give you spare drive cups, so you get 2 spare drive cups. You got a little screwdriver. You got a little screwdriver to install your rear wing. They even gave you 2 extra screws for your rear wing, which I did not need the extra screws, but there were 2 extra screws. You get an extra battery, so you get a second 7.4 LiPo battery and a charger and 4 spare body clips. So if you lose the body clips, you have spare body clips, which is nice because you give this to your kid, they're going to lose body clips unless you have a really responsible kid. All right, let's get this body off and let's look underneath the hood. I'll tell you, it's an attractive looking little RC. It's good looking. Then again, I like all RCs. All right, so you get your LiPo with Dean's connection. It is a 2S. LiPo 7.4. You get a brushless motor. The brushless motor is a 380 motor, which is way more than enough for this thing because I ran it real quick inside the house and we'll do a quick video. And it does come with a heat sink, micro servo installed. Now you get a 2-in-1 receiver, so your receiver is also your ESC. So if you're like me and you decide to modify this, you're going to have to get individual ESC and receiver if you decide to modify this. But other than that, it's everything installed cleanly. It's a nice little chassis. It's definitely very well built. Here's the hinge pins. Your steering arms aren't adjustable. They're fixed. The steering feels really good. I did open up the shocks. You cannot put oil in these shocks. They are not built for that. It'll leak out. So if you want oil-filled shocks, you do have to replace them. And here is your power switch. It's conveniently put on the outside of the chassis. So your power switch is right there. But it does have headlamps and it does have a light bar. The rear wing is pretty flexible, so I don't think that's gonna break. That rear wing should hold up fine unless you're running this thing out in freezing temperatures, which makes plastics really brittle, then they snap. That's when I see most people posting their videos of their broken cars or whatever. It's a lot of times in the wintertime. This is a nice clean little chassis. It's a real shame that they didn't go with full metal axles, because I really want to make this a brushless setup. But the way it is, I think it's built definitely strong enough for what it is. This is something you definitely buy for your grandkids. It's safe enough to run inside the house without destroying the whole house. It does have a 2-speed on the controller, so I will keep it on the lower speed for inside the house. Put it on high for outside. It's definitely safe enough for inside the house. You're not going to destroy your house. It is quick though. You run out of space real fast. But it's not like the larger RCs. If you gave a kid a Typhon or something and they try to run that inside your house, you're going to have a hole in your wall. So this is definitely a nice little RC to get them started. So they can learn. It saves you money. So I mean, it teaches them how to use it. That way when they get into a faster RC, they're not running into people or breaking stuff. So it's a great little RC. It's definitely good looking. It's probably, I honestly think it's the best looking HAIBOXING 1/18 scale that they've put out. It looks really, I almost want to say it looks kind of premium. Turn the radio on. There it is with the lights on. That looks good. There's a little, on the bumper itself, it says all-wheel drive. That's the low speed. And if I switch it on the radio, it definitely looks pretty quick for a little brushless. It's not bad. It's really not bad. It's dark outside, so let's give it a quick run in the living room. Let me grab a ramp and let's see how this thing jumps. On this ramp, it jumps very good on the low speed. That was the backflip side of the ramp. That won't work. Now we're going to switch this to the high. And the high has pretty much too much power, I think, for inside. But here we go. It does break the tires free and high on a smooth floor. Oh, that was actually fun jumping this little thing on the ramp. It moves actually really well. It does chassis slap, but it's on non-oil filled shocks. So putting in some shocks on this thing would definitely help if you want to go that far. But just running it around in a little parking lot or whatever, it is great. It's quick. Overall, it looks good. Price-wise, I don't know what the price is yet since it's a pre-release, but I'm sure it's going to be right around the rest of them, around the $80 mark, and sometimes there's coupons. It is not a bad deal. I did want to make a comment about the stickers. Right here it says professional, right here it says performance. I would save professional and performance for more of your brushless models, but it's fine. It's just my thoughts. And aside from that, it is a great little truck. I like it. And to be honest with you, it's probably the first time that I've actually literally played with an RC car in a while, because half the time I'm building them. No, I don't even get a chance to run them half the time. I work during the day. At night, I tinker. So, not to be confused with tinkle. So at night, I build stuff. Or on the weekends, I build stuff. And a lot of times, by the time you're done building something, you're tired once you're done, and you're not really running them. I actually was able to run this inside the house since it's small enough. Definitely inside the house, or jump in the same similar style ramp that I was doing. It does better on the low speed. You put it on the high speed, and it runs out of real estate real fast. But at the same time, it's light enough to where you're not going to destroy your house, which it's a good thing. So the kids can play with it inside, and they'll be fine. Play with it inside on a rainy day, it's fine. It's a great little, good looking truck. I like it. Once again, that was the HAIBOXING 1/18 scale 18872. And on the box, it says Struck Professional. So, or is that supposed to be S truck? That might be S truck for super truck. Maybe. That's what I'm going to go with. I think that is a S truck instead of struck. It's a cool little truck. As soon as the links become available to buy this thing, I'll put it in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.